Hi, I'm Shanna Jimenez. I'm a certified group exercise instructor and personal trainer. I'm certified through the American Council on Exercise. I've been in the fitness field for the past 8 years, and I've worked specifically with older adults in strength and flexibility as a means of balance and maintaining independence. I'm inviting you to join me in a gentle stretching program designed specifically with the older adult in mind. All stretches can be done sitting or standing, so you'll want to have a good sturdy chair with no arms, and you may also want to have a nice stretching strap or a hand towel right next by. You should check with your doctor before starting this or any other exercise program. Stay in a pain-free range, have fun, let's stretch. Welcome. I'm glad you made the choice to stretch today. We're going to do some things sitting in our chair, standing and sitting on the floor, and even lying down on the floor. Anytime we're sitting in the chair, you can also do the same thing sitting on the floor and vice versa. So if we do something sitting on the floor, you can stay in your chair. Let's start in seated mountain posture. If you'd like, you can sit back against your sturdy chair and use the backrest as you lengthen your spine, or you can choose to pull away from the back of the chair and plant your feet firmly on the floor. Find what works best for you. This is your time, your stretching routine. Let's put our string right in the top of our head. I want you to stick it to the ceiling. That always works for me to help me to remember to sit nice and tall. And anytime I start to feel like I'm slouching, I can pull up that string again and it pulls me tall. Let's start with our breathing. Just take a moment and notice your breathing. Notice your breathing pattern. Notice what's normal for you. See if you can feel what's moving as you breathe. Feel the chest lifting. See if you can feel the belly lifting. And see if you can feel the belly sinking as you exhale. Let's put the hand right on the belly. This time really inhale and draw the belly nice and wide. And as you exhale, pull the belly right into your spine. Transversus abdominis muscle we're activating here as we deepen our breath. Inhaling and expanding, exhaling and drawing in. So I'm not pushing my belly in, I'm just feeling it move with my hand. Let's take another deep breath in, expansion, and exhale and draw in. One more time. Deep breath in. And exhale and draw in. Resting our arms right at our sides. Let's stay with that breathing pattern as best you can. Takes a little practice to really stay with a good flow of breath. Let's wrap our shoulders back and down. Take another breath in. As you exhale, let's gently look over our left shoulder. Take another breath here. And exhale and come back to center. Pause here as you breathe in. And exhale, looking over the right shoulder. Inhaling. And exhaling right back to center. Let's change that stretch just a little bit. Inhale. This time bringing left ear towards left shoulder. Now turning just slightly, turning the nose towards the shoulder gently. Big exhale. Staying in your pain-free range. Take another breath. Now exhaling, turn the nose back to center and guide your head right back up to where you started. Complete that exhale and take another breath in. This time exhaling, bringing right ear towards right shoulder. And gently turn the neck towards the shoulder or the nose towards the shoulder, just slightly exhaling. Take another breath. Relax into the stretch as you exhale. And now on the inhale, lifting back up, turning the nose back to center, right back to where we started. Let's inhale the shoulders up to the ears and exhale them down. I like to remind you to stay in a pain-free range. That's my rule when you're exercising with me, is I need you to stay pain-free. If you didn't bring pain with you, please don't create it. It won't help you. So find that deep flow of breath, inhaling shoulders up to the ears, exhaling back down, inhaling up, and exhaling down. See if you can feel your shoulder blades kind of sliding up the back and sliding back down. Let's do that once more. And right back down. Good. I like to call this next stretch the seatbelt stretch. So take your left hand and put it on your right shoulder. And then right hand comes to left tricep. So we're not on the elbow or on the forearm, right there on the tricep. So what we're doing is we're stretching through this shoulder area here. You could gently guide this arm over the shoulder, but remember to stay pain-free. We're not forcing anything. So imagine if you're reaching for a seatbelt over your shoulder. That's why this makes me think of a seatbelt. Let's take another breath. As you exhale, just relax the muscles in the shoulders. Just kind of melt into your stretch. Let's take another breath. Now this time exhaling, release this arm, bring it right back down to your side. Let's do the same thing with the other side. So let's take our breath. Exhaling, bring right hand to left shoulder. So arm is parallel to the floor or lower. We're not coming up, we're right parallel to the floor. Opposite hand comes to the tricep again, just for a little bit of support and a little bit of a guide if you decide to push the arm or guide the arm over the shoulder. The breath always helps us to get a little bit deeper and a little bit more comfortable into our stretches. So as you inhale, think about lengthening that spine every time you inhale. And as you exhale, think about just releasing and relaxing the muscles that you're working. Let's take another breath. Exhaling, bringing both arms back down to your sides. You can give them a little shake. If you've got a strap or a dish towel or a necktie or a tube sock or something nearby, you can use that for this next stretch. This is a really good one. This is also for the shoulder and also for the tricep, the back of the arm. So put your strap in your left hand, put it over your shoulder. We're just guiding this elbow up towards the ceiling. Now some of you may be right about here depending on the history of your shoulder, so don't force it where it doesn't belong, but it is close to the face. Now the other arm comes around, see if you can find your strap, and you can gently guide this elbow upwards. Now if you don't have a strap, that's okay, or a towel or a necktie, you can do this without the strap. So I'll put the strap here, and I'm doing the same thing, opening up both shoulders, opening up the tricep. And I work with a lot of people that have shoulder injuries, and this just does not work for them to get the elbow up. So like I said, right about here is fine. Just go where you can go. Let's take another breath. And now exhale, let's release back down, arms to our sides. And we'll do the same thing to the other side. So if you have something to hold on to, it's now in the right hand, tossing it over the shoulder, guiding this elbow up pretty close to the face and reaching around with the other arm. Again, the strap just kind of helps. You can kind of tug on it gently to bring that elbow up a little bit higher, only if it's appropriate for you. So you could still be holding on to something and be low. Gently guide the arm up. Let's breathe. On the exhale, relax through both shoulders. You notice mine were a little bit hiked up, and I exhaled and I'm able to just release them. Let's breathe in again. This time exhale, let's lower this elbow. Let's release the arm. I'm gonna put our strap right back where we got it. Go ahead and dangle those arms and give them a little shake. Let's do a postural stretch. So reach both arms around behind you. You can hold on to your chair or you can hold on to that strap again too. So bring your shoulder blades together. Now put a string in the sternum, and this time that string is still going up to the ceiling, it's just starting in a different spot. So we're lifting the sternum up towards the ceiling, starting to look up towards the ceiling. And breathe. breathing. So feel like the lungs are open, the shoulder blades are drawing together, opening up your posture so you're able to stand nice and tall. Now, I always tell people when I'm teaching a class that this is their homework. I encourage people to do this stretch. If they can only pick one, to do this one every day. Let's take one more big breath. You could do it while you're waiting for your coffee to brew, while you're waiting for your breakfast to heat up in the microwave. Go ahead and shake out your shoulders as you come back to neutral. Good. Check on your spine length. We're still pulled up nice and tall. We're going to move into a spinal rotation. So let's inhale. Now exhale, let's draw the belly in firm. We're going to rotate at the waist around to the left. Hands come along our side. We're looking over our shoulder and out the corners of the eyes. So inhaling again. Exhale, relax into the stretch. So if you have osteoporosis and this is painful, you can't breathe comfortably in this posture, come back to center and make this move much smaller. We're going to take another breath. On the exhale, draw that belly in firm. Let's unwind eyes, head, and spine right back to center. And let's do that to the other direction. Inhaling, tall. Exhale, draw in. Rotate at the waist, around to the right, hands on the thighs, looking over your shoulder and out the corners of your eyes. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. Exhaling, relaxing the muscles in the back, in the shoulders, in the thighs. Let's take one more breath. On the exhale, let's unwind eyes, head, and spine. Let's do one more stretch for our spine. So notice we're moving in all the different directions that our spine is able to move in. So we can stretch the spine, stretch the muscles surrounding, keeps the spine healthy. Arms come down to our sides. Let's take our breath in and sweep both arms up, coming all the way up. Remember to keep that arm down if you have a shoulder impingement. Now exhale, let's go ahead and bring the arms down, palms to the floor and right back down to our side. Let's do that again. Inhale, palms face the floor. Now turn the palms up, reaching up. Now this time as you exhale, let's bring our left arm down, right arm stays up, and we're going to go ahead and lift and tip over, stretching through the side body. Now turning the head, looking at the top arm if that feels good to you. If that hurts, look down. Now follow the arm with the eyes, find your hand, feel that stretch in the eye muscles. Stay nice and tall. Let's inhale, sweeping the left arm up. Same thing other side, exhale, right arm down, reaching up and over. Again, let's turn the head towards the top arm if that feels good for you. Find the hand with your eyes. Remember, if you need to keep this arm down, if this doesn't work for you, you can still do the stretch without reaching your arm over. When you're ready for another breath in, let's sweep the right arm back up, coming up nice and tall. Feel that length in your spine. Let's exhale, sweep the arms right back around. Let's bring the palms together. Let's do one more stretch while we're here. So I'd like for you to press your palms together. Spread your fingers open. This is a favorite stretch in a lot of my classes. Anchor those shoulders back and down. So feel the stretch in the wrists, the forearms, the fingers, the hands. Take a breath while you're here. And now let's release. Go ahead and shake out the shoulders. You can roll the wrists around and change direction. So if you are doing things like working on the computer, we've got those hands going, you're knitting, you're doing needlework, you're doing gardening, whatever things you do, this is a great stretch to kind of offset those tight muscles. Let's move into standing, do some standing stretches and some for balance. So we're going to get up and move our chair out of the way just a little bit. We still want to use it for support, so we're going to face the seat of the chair towards us. And we're going to come right into our good standing posture. Let's inhale, both arms up. Now exhale, just sweep the arms back down. Let's inhale the arms up. We're going to take this right into a forward bend. So exhale, we're going to hinge at the hip. Now Jean has got her chair turned, so she's got the back of her chair. So you can put your hands right on top. So if you have a hip replacement, that's a great place to go with this stretch. Now if you have a little bit more flexibility and you do not have a hip replacement, you are able to come down just a little bit lower. It's important to stay above hip level with a hip replacement. Relax the chin and the head towards the chair. Let's take a big breath in, lengthen that spine right through the top of your head, even though we're parallel. As you exhale, relax through those hamstring muscles. Now on your next breath in, press through the feet, squeeze your sitting muscles. Let's sweep the arms up and come all the way back up, standing tall. And now exhale, bring the arms around. Let's bring the palms together. Find that little stretch again. Good. Let's do downward facing dog. Let's inhale both arms up. Now exhale, sweep the arms around. Bring the palms to the back of the chair with a hip replacement or to the seat of the chair if you don't have a hip replacement. So we're going to step the feet back just a little bit farther, reaching the tailbone towards the ceiling. Exhale, relax the shoulder blades, relax the neck and the head. Let's take another breath here, lifting the tailbone up, pushing away from the chair. Now on your exhale, we're going to bring our left foot forward, bring the right foot forward, squeeze the sitting muscles. Let's sweep the arms right back up. And exhale, bring the palms together. We're going to move into some balancing exercises. So I'm going to turn my chair around. Gina will keep hers right where it is. And we're going to turn back to center. Take just a moment in mountain posture. Feel your body weight evenly distributed between both feet. It's an important part of balance, to feel where that body weight is, to feel where your center of gravity is, right over the feet. Now we're going to change that just a little bit. You've got your chair if you need to hold on to it. If you don't need it, that's okay. You don't need to use it. We're going to go ahead and transfer our body weight to the leg and the foot closest to the chair. Now I'd like for you to soften that knee. We're going to take this into tree pose to start. So we're going to take the opposite leg and kind of pivot on the ball of the foot. So we're opening up the hip. Knee is pointing out to the side slightly. Now you need to find where this is comfortable and pain-free. So this is the beginning of tree pose. Now if you'd like, you can keep your foot on the floor, or you can bring it in just a little bit closer. It gets a little more challenging here. My toes are on the floor, but I'm not using my body weight in that leg at all. My body weight is over here, and my knee is slightly bent. Now you can stay right there. Remember, you have your chair. Now Gina's got the next level. She's up just a little bit higher with that foot, or taking up just a little bit higher. Just always be cautious that you're not pushing on your knee or your ankle for that matter. Now if you'd like, if you feel really confident, you can go ahead and sweep one arm up. You still got your chair if you'd like. You can sweep the other arm up. And in tree pose, you would extend the branches. Good, take a breath. Let's exhale, bring the palms together, and let's bring them right back down in front and right back down to our sides. Let's take this knee back in, foot to the floor, transferring our body weight right over to the opposite leg with a soft knee. Taking this to whichever level you choose. So start by coming up onto the ball of the foot, pivoting on that foot so the hip is now open. You can stay right there. Both feet are planted on the floor. Most of my body weight is over here in my support leg. Got my chair if I need it. Next place you can go is up onto the toes. Now all of my body weight is in my support leg. This leg's free to move. Now eyes are focused right on your television. That'll help you with balance by focusing your vision. Now you can take this to the next level, as Gina's done, by bringing this foot up just a little bit higher, or you can keep it right here. It's a good idea to get really confident with whichever level you choose before you move on to the next level. Master this one before you move to this one. You can take that arm back up again. Keep one down if you like, or bring them both up. Keep your eyes focused. Let's inhale. Exhale, open up those branches. Good. Another breath in. Exhale, palms together, and let's bring the arms right back down in front and back down to our sides. Let's take the feet back out, side by side. I'm gonna go right over to this first leg. Body weight is back over to the leg closest to the chair again. We're gonna go right into our knee lift. So we can start by coming up onto the toes. Let's pull up nice and tall. Shoulders are back and down. Here's one place to be. All my body weight is in my support leg. My toes are just resting on the floor. Or you can take it to the next level by lifting this foot up off the floor. But again, master this before you go here. Good. Knee stays below hip level, especially if you have a hip replacement. Now, if you're feeling really confident, you can extend one arm, keep one here, or extend the other. Draw that belly nice and firm for extra support. Let's inhale. Exhale the arms down. Exhale the foot down. Transfer your body weight right over to the other side. Soft knee, spread those toes into the floor. It gives you an extra bit of support. Coming up onto the toes. Soften this knee. Lengthen your spine. Take it to the next level if you choose. Foot comes up off of the floor, below hip level. Nice and tall. Chair is there if you need it. You can even do like a little finger hold. Extending one arm at a time. Good. Other arm. Take a breath. Exhale, arms down, foot down. Plant your body weight evenly between both feet again. Let's do another standing balance posture. So moving our body weight back into the leg closest to the chair. This is standing bow. So slide your foot behind you. Body weight is still on this support leg. You can stay right here. Keep your body weight out of this back foot. Got your chair if you need it. Next place you can go is just bending this knee behind you. You can hold it right there. Or you can take this even a little bit further and reach behind and hold on to that foot. Turns into a nice stretch for the front of the thigh. Good. Hand is on the chair or arm is reaching up, nice and tall. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let's sweep the arm down. Release that foot. Comes back to the toes and slide back up to front. Let's transfer our body weight one more time. Slide this foot behind you. Take a moment. Stay balanced in that front support foot and leg. Choose the level you want to go to. Toes on the floor. Bent knee. Now, and your legs are a little bit different. One is going to be easier to balance on than the other, at least for me. I have one leg that's much easier to balance on, and this is my challenging one right here, as you can tell. Now, you can bring your hand around that foot. Always stopping at each little phase, each little movement to get balanced, controlled. Inhale the arms up. Take a breath. Let it go. And let's lower this foot to the floor. Great. Let's try one more. This one's really great for just walking patterns and being able to maintain balance, stepping up over curbs, keeping your legs and your ankles mobile. So if you want, you can, let's turn in towards our chair so it's easier to see what we're doing. We're just gonna come up onto the toes. So you can hold on with a light fingertip hold. Knees are soft, just come up onto your toes. Feel that strength in the back of the calves, maybe a little stretch in the front of the shins. Nice and tall. Eyes are still focused on the television. Now we're going to do just the opposite. So bring your heels down, transfer your body weight into those heels and lift your toes up off of the floor. This may be a little bit more challenging than lifting the heels up off of the floor, but it's a very valuable stretch and strengthening move to do. Think of things like pushing the accelerator and the brake when you're driving your car and having these muscles nice and strong and flexible. Now plant the feet on the floor. Let's turn back to center. I want to take this down to the floor, but you can stay on your chair if you'd like. So Gina and I are going to move our chairs out of the way. And we'll come all the way down to the floor in our seated mountain posture. So let's take a moment just to sit tall. Feel the length in that spine. Feel your shoulders wrapping back and down. Let's go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together. Opening up through the hips, the inner thigh. Relaxing the outer thigh, the outer hips. Let's get into that breath, deep breath in. And a big breath out. Let's stay here for one more breath. So if you were sitting in your chair, you might actually do this one leg at a time. And as you see this play again throughout the week, you'll be able to alternate legs, stretch each one sitting in a chair. Now we're going to change this. So I'd like for you to bring your hands behind you. We're going to go into our happy cow. So bring your left foot kind of under the right leg, and then right leg comes on top. This is your safety precaution. If you have a hip replacement, you need to keep these knees from crossing the midline of the body. So we're in the outer thigh now. So if you do not have a hip replacement and you're able to bring these knees closer, you can do that. You can bring the knee up a little bit higher. It really depends on your flexibility with what you're able to do with the stretch. But it's the outer hip and thigh that you're feeling, probably some hamstrings getting in there. Take your breath. Notice what feels tight, and as you exhale, see if you can relax those leg muscles. Relax the inner thigh, the outer thigh, the shin, the calf. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So we'll lean back into the hands, untangle the legs, opposite leg comes on top, keeping the knee away from the midline of the body with a hip replacement. Again, feel the opposite hip stretching now. So again, deep breath. That deep breath gives you a moment to feel what feels tight in the body. And that exhale allows you the relaxation to let that tightness go. Good. Let's untangle the legs. Let's go ahead and bring both legs right out in front of us, sitting nice and tall. Let's go ahead and just work on a little bit more strength in the top of the thighs and the quadriceps for our knees. So I'd like for you to squeeze these thigh muscles so your heels come up off of the floor, sitting nice and tall. One more big breath, and then release. Let's do one more stretch. I want you to come all the way down, lying on the floor. So hands come behind, knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. Draw your belly to your spine and lower yourself down. Arms come out to your sides. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, go ahead and bring both knees over to the right. Take a breath. Head looks to the left. On your next exhale, bring both knees back to center, head comes to center, pause for an inhale. Exhaling, both knees go to the left, head looks to the right. Pause here for another breath in. And on the exhale, bringing both knees back up to center, head comes to center, and go ahead and extend both legs all the way out in front of you. You can relax your arms lower down to your side, palms are facing up. I'd like for you to just lie there for just a moment, closing the eyes, relaxing the body, and just feeling the breath flowing in and flowing back out. You can lay here as long as you want and just relax. I'll see you next time. Thank you.